Hi, today I will talk a few words about trading bots. I'm gonna take a closer look at what are EAs, which is a shortcut for expert advisors, and how much they are really worth. As there is a lot of talk about them and how it is in the Forex market, obviously more bad than good. And yet, many traders still use them, so I think it is worth delving into a little bit of why is this happening. And as for the concept of expert advisor itself, it can be roughly described as a robot/machine for trading. They come in the form of a fully automatic machines where we enter only the stop loss and take profit parameters, sometimes plus several other data required. Depending on the program, these might be trading hours, stop out levels, risk multipliers, and so on. After specifying a few parameters, we mark such a program on the chart of a given asset and boom, it starts to live its life, opening and closing a position according to the preloaded strategy. Next are semi-automatic machines, which on the other hand act as an aid, we can say, during trade to facilitate and improve our work. Depending on what methods we use, we can have a program that searches for a specific candlestick formation. It can help us find, for example, harmonic patterns. As we all know, harmonic patterns are based on Fibonacci retracement levels. So such a robot, for example, searches for potentially forming pattern for us by showing us X, A, B, and C points and determines the potential place, the price range where the D point can occur, which in harmonic patterns is the entry point into the position. So semi-automatic robots are a great solution because it is difficult to follow many charts throughout the day and not miss an opportunity. Another plus is that the final decision to enter the market or not is made by us as a trader. For example, if the program found a candlestick pattern, we can still accurately determine its position on the chart, which will additionally filter the given potential opportunity to open a trade. These types of programs can be created for virtually any trading platform among retail traders. The most popular right now are, of course, MetaTrader 4 and 5. The programming languages are for MetaTrader 4 is MQL4 and for MT5 is, you guessed it, MQL5, which is based heavily on C++ programming language. When it comes to creating your own expert advisor, you use the Meta Editor. It is the program inside the MetaTrader platforms. It is free, but to create your own EA, of course, you need to have programming skills in order to be able to make anything. So as for buying a ready-made robot, the largest library for both MetaTraders is the MQL community website. So now maybe let's go to the MQL community website and see how this market looks and what they have to offer. Okay guys, so we are on the MQL5 community website. So what we need to do first is to go to the market tab, and on the left side you have the list for the expert advisors, indicators, so on and so forth for both platforms, MetaTrader 5 and MetaTrader 4. So if we check the expert advisors for MetaTrader 4, which is a platform that is longer on the market, way longer than MetaTrader 5, it has 67 pages of the expert advisors, which are, as I talked a minute ago, the fully automated trading robots. And in the MetaTrader 5, which is a younger brother, we can say, it has only, we can say, the 25 pages. I need to say up front also that prior to recording the video, I checked some of them because the video would be too long for me to talk about each and every detail in many of those expert advisors. This would be too long video, way longer than 1 hour. So I just checked a couple of them and wanted to showcase you some things that you should be aware of and should watch out for before making a purchase. So firstly, also I want to mention the names that are very eccentric, we can say. We have Hunter Knight, some Tioga Knight Scalper, some Ranger, Aura Rocket, Reaper, some Waka Waka, YOLO, which is, I think, one of the best names for the expert advisor. What do you want to do other than YOLO your money into the market, right? So yeah, we have some Bobber Lannister, Little Crazy, so on and so forth. you can see that I think it is the marketing strategy. The weirder the name, the more traffic it will get, I guess. So let's check a couple of them. As I said, I choose Hunter Knight, this Darwin Evolution, because they are worth $1,000 according to the developer. So yeah, I check them first, then the Reaper, Waka Waka, and I think later we will check some others. But firstly, let's see what we have on the first page. So we have some screenshots, some data over here of the performance, some of the things that we need to untick while using the expert advisor. We have some beautiful profitability chart with the usage of the deposit around 50% at some point. So risk reward not good. And then we have some beautiful stats over here. You can see 78% of profitable trades. Later again, some steep upwards going, some chart with profits and other data. So we have also 4 different settings of the strategy. The period of 6 years we can see over here. So yeah, should be a lot of data, but what we need to pay attention to is, for example, things like this. This developer also shows you live performance of other of his strategies. So yeah, this is the same one, Hunter Pro. Okay, so this is the same, and it shows you the live performance of this expert advisor. So here it works the same as a social trading platform. You have some account attached to the platform, and it basically it gives you opportunity to copy this strategy with a fixed fee per month. And right over here you have another red flag, that is the fee to copy this strategy per month is the same amount as the price of this whole expert advisor. So you can see that you might want to check this, but you can't, because who normally would pay $1,000 per month if he can buy for the same amount the whole expert advisor for an infinite time. So yeah, that's the first thing, which is, I guess, not cool, we can say. Right here we have some trading history, which you can see that we could check risk reward, but there is no time to do that. Let's close that. And right here you have the reviews, which are all 5 stars. Really great performance, amazing, helpful and patient. Yes, everything is great. Comments 139. Take a look at private message. Everything's, please add me to the Telegram group. Yes, of course. What else we have here? Okay, some in Russian language. Okay, we don't have the time to do that, but what I want you to showcase you is another thing, which is a red flag, which is over here. This is another some expert advisor with the same amount, and you have almost the same amount of reviews and comments. Coincident? Maybe. And of course, almost full 5-star review. So the thing is that we can request a free demo to check this strategy. So that's the one good part of this whole marketing jargon which we have over here. So let's check this Darwin Evolution MT5. Again, we have some different performance summaries, different data. Everything looks beautiful over here, and if we click on more, we will also see that we can rent it for a year for $700. So this is also not the best pricing, if you ask me. And let's go to description blog post, signals mode. So does he send signals? Yes, it does, but the same strategy, as you can see. You can copy, but it costs the same amount if you would buy the whole expert advisor. So yeah, I don't know what about you, but I don't like to be you know, some kind of mislead while considering a purchase. So yeah, this account looks similar, but let's go to this Waka Waka, which is made by the same developer as this Night Hunter Pro. So let's check this one. Also, we have some stats over here. Let's go through them. Everything beautiful, 3000% in a matter of 2.5 years. No, 3 years, sorry. 3 years, multi-currency. But over here on this graph, you might see that it looks very close to Martingale or Grid, because the equity, which is represented by this green field, has steep drops and steep drawdowns, which might suggest that we have that this is a Martingale or Grid strategy. And on top of that, we have over here this beautiful performance. We initial deposit $1,000 and total net profit is 5 million. So yeah, I guess I don't need to add anything to this. We see that we have also 76% profitable trades, beautiful, and those 5 millions in a matter of 6 years, no, 5 years, sorry. So yeah, I don't think I don't think I need to add anything to this. So yeah, let's click more and see if there are some live performances. And yes, they are over here. Okay, so we have over here the stats. We can see growth, balance, those are withdrawals, those red lines over here. But here we have equity drops like this, and this most likely means that this strategy is a Martingale or Grid strategy, which is, we can say, an inevitable loss strategy, I would like to call it, because at some point in the future there will be as big a correction that would wipe out all your trades. And you can see it over here. What I have on me, we have this series of losses, and let's check it. You have firstly 0.04, 0.04, but then 0.008, and then 0.016 and 0.32. So you can see that it is Martingale in the pure form, because each trade is doubled, and you can see that loss is doubled, and eventually it goes even further, not doubling but adding half of the position to 0.48 eventually when it gets out of this drawdown. So this is a Martingale strategy in pure form, because eventually there will be a time when the retracement will be so big that it will come down not to 0.48 but, for example, to 2 lots, 3 lots, 4 lots, so on and so forth, which will eventually wipe out the account. So yeah, that's it as for those accounts. We have described the Waka Waka, the Darwin, the Night Hunter, so you get the point. And I don't want to say that those expert advisors are some kind of scams. I'm just saying that they are using some, you know, not fair marketing tactics, and for me it just not look fair, especially this Waka Waka, where you have the Martingale or Grid strategy, which you should avoid at any cost. Just stay away from this kind of expert advisors. So now let's go to this Reaper EAMT5, and you can see also that it has some, you know, steep results, beautiful profits, so on and so forth. But at least, if you ask me, it has decent pricing. That's the first thing. And second thing, that it has more, we can say, real reviews, because if you check, we have some 1 star, 3 stars, 5 stars, 3 stars again, 5, 3, 1, 1, and so on and so forth, which means that it has normal interaction with the community, because somebody will just don't know how to use it, or just you know, set the wrong settings. And yeah, that is normal, and that is the way how it goes when you know, you are selling something to someone that has no idea what he is doing. So these are just normal stuff. And you can see that he's trying to explain himself and you know, trying to contact this person. So I think this is more reliable. So with that, I wanted to show you how this works on MQL community, what things you should be aware of, what things you should stay away from, and what to pay attention to. But in the end, what you can do always is to just try a free demo. So that's the best thing that you can do before spending any of your hard-earned money. Overall, the grid or even worse, the Martingale strategies are a very risky trading system, and it takes a lot of time to fine-tune all risk calculations and to trade the opening levels. When running such robots, we must adjust the settings to our deposit and risk appetite. But I must say that unfortunately, in most cases, either the system fails at some point, or we simply do not spend enough time and attention to actually set it up properly. It is a good trading approach, but for a limited time only. At some point, there is always a moment when a bigger correction comes, which wipes out the account because you need to always increase your lot size. Therefore, I strongly advise beginners or completely new traders not to risk a real capital for some magic trading robots, especially in the start. So moving on, let's go over a few examples of EAs that you should avoid and keep away from them. Okay, so if you are interested and you would like to spend $100 to, flip a coin or roll the dice, you can go for example, this Dark Titan MT5, which also has 5 stars. And you can see clearly that here it has very steep going upward profitability chart and very good stats. But also we have down here the video. So let's go for it, and maybe let's just make it double the speed. So we have the inputs, and we can see that it is a real account. Okay. Let's maybe fast forward. Okay, so we have, and right immediately we can see that it is a Martingale strategy. So this is the thing that I was talking to you many times during this video. So you can see right over here, this is the equity and the blue one is the balance. So which means that right here he started losing, adding, and at some point the biggest position made a profit and he closed everything. Therefore it occurred in this jump with the performance. Right here he had even bigger loss, but this is a perfect example of the Martingale. You can see those steep drawdowns, Martingale or grid trading strategy that at some point during the lifespan of trading with this strategy, the correction, the retracement will occur at such a scale that it will wipe out all your money. So yeah, I think that is the self-explanatory. Therefore, you really need to be alerted to potential scams. If someone offers you a robot that earns 1,000 pips per month, you already know that you have to run away from it as far as possible. Simple maths, let's multiply this by 1 lot per trade, i.e. a pip is then $10 worth, which gives us $10,000 per month. If we increase the position size by 1 lot every month, we will have almost 800,000 after a year. I mean, come on. I think there is no need to add anything on this point. So you really need to take care of yourself. Even if something looks decent and reliable, check it at least on the demo account to start with, or risk a minimum amount possible for you to lose in order to increase it if everything goes well. You have this option, for example, on LiteFinance social trading platform. You can start copying each trader first on a demo account and then after some time with real funds if you decide to. Summing up, expert advisors are a really great tool to support your trading. You need to be careful though about fully automated machines, and rather, as I mentioned before, beginners should not use such a solution. Although someone who already has experience understands the trading and strategies implemented into a given program, it can sometimes even be a salutary option for him because it saves a lot of time and sometimes even more stress. So finally, I will add that it was not an advertisement for any of these EAs. Neither myself nor LiteFinance are in any way associated with anyone from the MQL community. So it should be not treated as some promotional material for one of the developers of the programs that have been listed in these materials. Lastly, thank you for watching and goodbye till next video.